Welcome to Chai with Ping. This is Ping Robert. In this podcast, I cover underrepresented and personal stories. Join me with a cup of chai and take a listen. Hello, listeners. Well, this is Ping Robert, and welcome back to Chai with Ping. Today, I'm gonna record this behind-the-scenes special episode. It's gonna be short, but it's gonna cover some thoughts throughout the year of 2020. So first of all, I really want to thank you, every one of you, for listening to my show. I know this is pretty new, and every click, every play is quite meaningful for me. I definitely get a lot of motivations when I check the numbers and each one of the episodes or the clicks or even just the posts I have on Instagram and Facebook kind of go up. Then I'm like, my heart kind of blossom up a little bit. So yeah, I've been doing the podcast Chai with Ping for about 6 months now, and thank you so much for yeah, I just realized I didn't mute the music from the background. Where was I? Yeah, so I started posting the first episode thanks to my husband, Louis. The episode was up in early June when I was having a summer break. And I really like making podcasts. I feel like there is a lot to cover. Many of the stories were very touching, inspiring, and just very powerful. Powerful to talk to people about their personal experience and like their feelings and emotions, and found out that we're all human. So thank you again for listening. It hasn't been the easiest year, not just because of the pandemic, and also like I'm in the middle of my studies and still work several jobs throughout the week, and I feel like whenever I have podcast guests to talk to me, it is kind of like taking a mental break for me, because then I don't have to be like so serious or academic, that I can actually just ask questions and learn things from every guest. So if you're a guest, that thank you for coming to the show. It really means a lot to me, and without your presence, I couldn't make this happen. So Chai with Ping is definitely like your work, and then it's a work of many people, even though it's just me making the podcast. But I just want to thank every guests. And before doing this episode, I was gathering questions or feedback, but I couldn't, because there was not enough. I don't think I received any feedback from online, like on Facebook or Instagram. So I'm just gonna gather some feedback that I have, and kind of review them. First of all, if you haven't, please do comment and rate me on Apple Podcast. If you scroll down on the show, and you should be able to see the customer reviews on your iPhones or iTunes. But if you're not a iOS user, you can definitely head to the YouTube channel. It's same as spelled Chai with Ping, and then I upload those videos as well, same as the podcast channels. So you can definitely leave comments, and you can let me know how you think about different episodes. On Apple Podcasts, the reviews are you can only submit one review, so it's not about each episode. But I really appreciate, right now I have 2 reviews, so I'm just gonna read it out and respond to those. First one I got from Kendra. Kendra, I think I know you. You left the comment in October. You said excellent multicultural extravaganza. So thank you so much, Kendra. I don't know where you are right now. We've met before previously, like, and then I know that we're common friends to Caitlin, who was previously on the show as well, and she said, recommended to me by Caitlin. I have enjoyed every single episode. Ping, you're a wonderful interviewer. You lovingly tease out each person's story. Your questions are thoughtful and insightful. Thank you for sharing and keep up the great work. Yeah. So thank you so much, Kendra. It means a lot to me. As an ESL speaker, like English as a second language speaker, it is definitely a bit nerve-wracking for me to interview every person. If they're friends, sure, I relax a little bit more. But even, just talking into the camera in English, which is not my first language, kind of like I have to think when I'm speaking and choose the right words. So it's really encouraging for you to post your review online, and thank you so much for listening. The other review I got from RZ91110. Let's see. So this person posted in November. I think it's probably a she because I have more female listeners than males. Okay, she says 10 out of 10 recommend. Honest, truthful, entertaining, and relatable. Ping is an excellent interviewer, and her unassuming ways weaving through the dialogues are just so relaxing to listen to. This is a great podcast to gain perspective from people from all walks of life. Thank you. You're probably Rachel, right? So thank you so much, Rachel, for posting it. Rachel is a church friend, and I think her episode is coming. Yeah, her episode is coming right after this one. So in early 4th of January, her episode will be coming up. We had a great chat about becoming bilingual and bicultural. Thank you, Rachel, for the review. Definitely very, very encouraging. I put the title as, it almost felt like I'm speaking into the air and there was no feedback or not even a dribble. So, your feedback is definitely very heartfelt and important for me. So that being said, I really want to encourage every one of you, leave comments, email me, chaiwithping@gmail.com, or IG, Facebook me at chaiwithping. You can also just leave reviews on Apple Podcasts or on YouTube. Yeah, so the other thing I want to say is, yeah, this is definitely a pretty alone hobby because I just do it on my own. I interview people and I edit, I upload, I promote. So it's a little, I guess I'm still half of the people person. I really wanted a team. So if you're interested in joining just to collaborate for this podcast, please let me know. I would love to have another partner to work on this with me. Right now, everything is just me and myself. And so it hasn't been like a great number for listeners or for clicks. I see all the numbers from the back end, and a lot of you can also see that from YouTube. A lot of episodes are only played for maybe less than 10 times. I also I try to encourage myself knowing that this is one of my hobbies and I really want to make a consistent production, even though there might not be in that many people listening. But hopefully, as we go along, I'll have more interaction with all of you, and then we can kind of come up with the topics we want to talk about. It was very hard in the beginning of this phase for me to kind of set my mind to a particular topic or a niche of themes covered in this channel, because I'm never a person who is an expert on one thing. I have a vast or a wide range of interests, so focusing on one thing is a little hard for me. I guess it would be reasonable to describe myself as a reporter, because I like to cover all different kinds of stories and talk about them. And well, in a way, it's like everything is kind of shallow, and my interest is very wide, but nothing so deep. But I'm trying to embrace that part of myself being very motivated in new things, and then always look for challenges. So that's me. But in November and December, as for now, I think I want to narrow down to immigrants, all sorts kind of immigrants, asylum, or international students, or even the children of immigrants. I think what interests me the most will still be the fuel of this podcast. So I would like to cover more stories like heritage speakers, or their family came to a different country other than their birthplace, and then the second or third generation live in a different place. So I think that kind of intersection really interests me, and because I also right now I'm away from home, and then I can relate a lot more and ask questions to those people. I think identity wise or cross-cultural experience topics is gonna be more of the focus of this channel. But sometimes it's like if I meet some cool people, I still want to cover them. So yeah, if you're a listener, please let me know how you think, and if there's any topic you want me to cover, please do let me know. Yeah, this year it wasn't the funnest year, of course, but comparatively, I think I still thank God for giving me a great job, different jobs, and then I was able to move online without any technical issues, and even without meeting friends, or even not going to church, but like we have been watching online church. Still, I think I am very grateful for the year that there is a lot of time for me to stay at home, and so I cook a lot more, eating healthier, still trying to lose weight, even though I lost some weight, and now the holidays, like I gained more weight. I don't know why I even mentioned about my weight, but like that's just something I've been working on. Definitely more time for my regular walk. I like to walk. I should be working out, but I'm just not so motivated. But I love a good walk around the house to see different things, take pictures of the nature, enjoy the sun. So that's one good thing that I can still do even during the quarantine time. I've been trying a lot of recipes. Louis and I, we are, doing home improvement projects, and I have this podcast, to gain some perspective, to learn things, even just to learn how to make sounds or mixing and, putting things up, or about digital marketing. It's been really fruitful for me. So I would still say 2020 is pretty nice for me. I mean, the least I can complain with. And also, I think because I'm in the fourth year of my studies, it has been easier now. I'm taking the courses I'm really interested in, and developing some of deeper relationships with friends or schoolmates. So let me know if you have stories to share and what you think. This is the end of the year, and I hope you are well and healthy. And maybe you can also take some time, like me, just to reflect and think back a little bit about the whole year and what you're hoping for the next year of 2021. Yeah, so I have been recording and interviewing more people over this winter break, and there are many cool stories coming up. So stay tuned, and thank you for listening. Happy New Year! Bye!
Thanks for listening to Chai with Ping. If you think someone will benefit from this episode, don't forget to share with them. You can also follow us on Facebook and Instagram. If you like my show, you can buy me a chai with small gifts. Details are in the episode notes. Till next time!